Marks of ESPN has revealed the New York Knicks plan to trade for LeBron James this offseason. We're going to break that down on today's show. But first, I want all the real ones to sound off in the comment section. LeBron James, maybe the most polarizing athlete in the NBA right now. Do you want him wearing the orange and blue for the Knicks? Type Y for yes, type N for no. You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. Let's get into it. Could LeBron James be priority number one for the New York Knicks this offseason? Well, we're going to break it down as ESPN's insider of the NBA, Marc, hopped on NBA Today on ESPN, and he outlined what it would take for the New York Knicks to trade for LeBron James. This is what it was. First, he said they would need for LeBron to opt in to his contract and ask to be traded because the current situation for the Knicks is they cannot outright sign him due to the limited cap space. We've also got a quote from other NBA insider Marc Stein on LeBron maybe taking a cheaper deal to sign with the Knicks. We'll jump to that around the corner. Also, if LeBron opts in, it would allow him to sign a 2-year, $110 million extension to which they could then trade him. And the tradable contracts for the Knicks include Bojan Bogdanovic, Julius Randle, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, and Mitchell Robinson. Look, I don't think it would take all of these contracts, and I know for a fact it would not. But if I'm the Los Angeles Lakers, I at least want Dante DiVincenzo back. I probably want Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson back. The Knicks would not get a trade done for LeBron James unless they are giving up a lot of assets. And on top of that, LeBron would have to force his way to the New York Knicks. And we've already seen over the past week that LeBron has gone to the well of using the New York Knicks to put pressure on the Los Angeles Lakers. After the Knicks lost to the Lakers a week ago, LeBron wore this New York Knicks towel. Did they not bring Lakers towels to Madison Square Garden? Very weird. Also, he tweeted out the Statue of Liberty. And then the time little thing that you turn over. What do you call that? The time with the sand, you turn it over and it falls down? Yeah, we don't know what it's called. But LeBron tweeted out, pretty much said, hey, Lakers, it's the hourglass. Sam Brown coming in clutch. He tweeted out the hourglass. But before all that, Leon Rose, head of the New York Knicks, and Rich Paul, head of Clutch Sports, they hashed out issues after Leon Rose and Rich Paul sat down before that Lakers game, removing potential trade obstacles. There's probably no way that they actually talked about LeBron going to the Knicks, right? No way. Well, if you forgot, LeBron was once repped by Leon Rose. When he came into the NBA, he was a part of the CAA Mafia. There's Leon Rose. There's Worldwide West, a.k.a. the brain trust of the New York Knicks day-to-day and roster operations. And then he signed with Clutch Sports, and there was a feud, which was settled last week. To quote my man Mitchell Renz of the Raiders Report, where there is smoke, there is fire. And if you believe that the New York Knicks have at least not thought about this as a plan or an avenue that they could travel down in the summer, I think you should wisen up a little bit. Listen to what Marc Stein had to say about LeBron James. I thought this was very interesting, and I'm going to be honest. I think he was talking about the Knicks. He says, I know of at least 2 teams on the NBA map that believe LeBron James would consider signing with them at far less than $51.4 million. If Bronny James is on the roster, there might be more. If I had to guess who the 2 teams were, it would be the New York Knicks and it would be the Golden State Warriors, as the Warriors supposedly offered a blockbuster trade for LeBron prior to the NBA trade deadline. But why do I think it's the Knicks? Well, they didn't trade any of their first-round picks this year. They obviously want to be in the first round for a reason, and they've got 2 picks. Yeah, he is definitely talking about the New York Knicks. But there's also other NBA insiders from The Athletic that are saying the Knicks haven't even discussed a LeBron James move. So we've got conflicting reports. This is what The Athletic said, quote, despite all the focus on James' recent trip to New York, where he sent all sorts of pro-Knicks signals that sparked speculation about that Broadway-worthy possibility, a league source indicated the Knicks brass has not discussed the prospect of adding LeBron James. This is absolute BS. I don't believe this for a second. Imagine you run a team in the NBA and LeBron may be on the move this summer, and you haven't at least talked about it. It would be irresponsible to not even discuss the idea of adding LeBron James to your team. Whether that discussion ends in no, we're not doing it, or we are going to do it. But every single team in the NBA in the last 6 months has at least had a singular conversation about adding potentially the best player of all time to their team. And I'll tell you this, the Knicks, they have definitely done that. I do not buy that report from The Athletic at all. I'm going to tell you why the Knicks may or may not, or should not trade for LeBron. But make sure you are subscribed to the channel. If you love the Knicks, this is the place to be on YouTube. Free, informative, entertaining, passion-driven content every day. We go live for every single game day. Subscribe, turn your notifications on, and go New York, go. Does a LeBron James trade help the Knicks? Reminder, this would be a trade in the offseason. The trade deadline has already come and gone. Does it help the Knicks? Does it shrink their potential championship window? LeBron is still one of the best. No doubt about it. We all know that. He's at the top of the top still. We saw what he did last year in the playoffs. We saw what he's done this year. But does he help the Knicks? We'll try to explore that around the corner. But first, make sure you guys are checking out our proud sponsor, Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app in North America. Prize Picks is the way to go. It's so easy. It's exciting. All you do is create a lineup of 2 to 6 players, and you simply choose more or less on their projected stat line. I know there's no NBA games for about a week, but if you're an ice guy, if you're a hockey guy, they've got NHL. If you're looking for March Madness to get here quicker and you want to start playing that, they've got college basketball. They've got soccer. They've got PGA and so much more. Check them out. It's daily fantasy sports made easy. It's exciting. It's a lot of fun, and you can win real money. It's just you versus the numbers. You're not playing 100 other computers out there. You're not playing any experts. Just you versus the numbers. Check them out. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Promo code CLNS. I'll make sure to put all that information down in the comments, and I'll make it clickable just because we care about you that much. LeBron James is still at the top of his game, and it's almost incredible to say that. Father Time is undefeated, but he hasn't caught up to LeBron yet. He's averaging 25 points this year, 7+ rebounds, almost 8 assists, 52% from the field, and he's shooting his best percentage from 3 over the last 4 seasons. He's still a really good player, man. I'd argue he's still a top 5 player in this league. And what I saw him do in the playoffs last year, where they got to the conference finals, it showed me that there's not many players in this league that I would rather have on my team when it comes to a playoff series. Different conversation when you're talking about an 82-game-long season, but when you're talking about the playoffs, I'll still take number 23 on my side. Strictly talking hoops. Strictly talking in between the lines. LeBron James on the New York Knicks makes them not Eastern Conference Finals contenders, not Finals contenders, NBA Finals favorites. Yes, you heard that right. Because if you can pair LeBron James with Jalen Brunson, that would be the best duo in the NBA. And I don't care if LeBron is close to 50 years old. He is still that guy. Him, JB, they would cook the Eastern Conference. But I do think it's, at least needed to say this. Trading for LeBron James, while it does, I would say, make you a stronger threat to win the NBA Finals for next season, maybe the year after, it drastically shrinks your window to win. Right now, the Knicks for the next 5 to 6, 7 years will have an opportunity to represent the Eastern Conference. You trade for LeBron, you shrink that while upping your chances. But at the end of the day, I'm not doing this. I'm not. LeBron James does not deserve to play for the New York Knicks right now. He made us look like fools in 2010. He did it once again once he left the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm not doing this song and dance again. He should not reap the rewards and be able to stand on the pedestal that Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle had to put the work in to build that so the Knicks can be looked at as one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. I'm not doing it. I'm not trading for LeBron. And I'm also not giving up some of the contracts that it would take. You guys know I love DiVincenzo. How much of a slap in the face would it be to Julius Randle to get him up and trade him for LeBron James when he pretty much brought you back to relevance before Jalen Brunson got here? I understand LeBron on the Knicks next year would make them title favorites, but you'd only be that for about a year. You keep Randall, you keep LeBron, you keep Brunson, you keep DiVincenzo, you keep on adding. Man, oh man, this team is going to be able to contend for quite some time in the Eastern Conference. I'm typing my P for pass down in the comment section because I don't think the Knicks should trade for LeBron this offseason. What do you think? Your opinion matters more than mine. I'll be down in the comment section reading what you guys think. So let me know. Should they do it? Should they trade for LeBron? T for trade, P for pass. It's a pass. I just can't do it. I understand what it could do for your team. But I don't even know if I like LeBron. And maybe that shouldn't matter. Maybe we should just focus on the hoop side of it because he does make you better. But would you rather be finals contenders for 1 to 2 years or 7 years? And I really think the Knicks are on a path to potentially do that for the next decade. Make sure you are following me over on social media at @MarshallGreen_, Twitter and Instagram. Give me a follow over there, and we'll see you tomorrow. Let's go Knicks.